All right, so I got Luca here. So let me just verify with you, buddy. Can you hear me? It's been a while since I've live streamed, so I want to make sure this is all working before I launch into the recording here. Sweet. All right, cool. Let me know too. I didn't go through and balance out the sound in the game versus the audio, so if the in-game sound's a little too loud for the recording, let me know and I can go ahead and adjust it. So I went ahead and bought this game today. Actually, it came out today. It's an early release, so it's effectively a beta version. It's not even an alpha version. As you can see at the bottom here, it's 0.7103 beta. And I've been tracking this game for quite some time. For those of you who know me, you may suspect possibly that I actually like American Civil War games. I don't know what would have given you that idea, but now this is very similar to the AG Civil War 2 one that I've been uploading. And but what's pretty cool is it looks like they're trying to merge that concept along with more of a kind of a Total War concept, where you have the tabletop turn-based, turn-based-esque style of strategy combined in with actual battles where you control troops and stuff. So what I want to do today, I have not had a chance at all to look at this game or go through it, so this is very much going to be a crash course here of what the game is, and I mean, you're going to basically be learning the game as I go along with me. So, all right, so let me go ahead and lower the in-game sound here just a little bit. I'm assuming it's on here. There we go. How's that? Is that a little bit better? I basically cut the sound down by about 25%. Hopefully that between my recording software has got it nice and balanced. So here is for the tutorials. There isn't actually a tutorials section yet for the game, but there is an index. So I'm just going to go through this with you just really quick. This is basically early access beta, as I mentioned previously. They are going to be adding in historical maps and as well as campaign battles later on. Right now it's not in here. What's up, Zach? Yeah, man, I have not done a live stream in quite some time, but I would say I came out of the woodworks for this game to do it. This game was released today. If you have a mic, I'm trying something new. If you have a mic and you want to hop into our Discord, you should be able to hop into the audio channel that I'm currently in, and I think the way I have the settings, it will pick you up on this live stream, so I make it a little bit more interactive. It's a Friday night, right? Make it lighthearted. So if you go through the tooltips, this kind of goes over tooltips, not too detailed, unfortunately. And by the way, Zach, I am brand new to this game. It just came out today. I don't know anything about it, so you're going to be learning this crash course with me as I go through. I think interventions was yeah, okay. So options, realism. So you can basically affect the realism of the game, basically the appearance, the UI, as well as interventions, fog of war, all that sort of thing. So pretty standard as far as your strategy game. If you've been following any of my AGOD recordings, this seems pretty much the same in terms of interventions and how that works. Feuds is really cool. I want to get to that in a second. I really like that option in the game, and I do think it's an accurate depiction of how the command chain works really within any army. You always have a lot of personalities, especially higher up in the food chain of the army command. And the higher you get, the more combative it gets between personalities. And there's actually a really interesting YouTube video if you want to check it out. About 2 up and 2 down. In other words, if you're a commander, knowing the personalities of the people directly above you, directly below you, and then one above and one below. And he used Robert E. Lee and Jeb Stuart as a good illustration because the personality conflicts that arose in the Army of Northern Virginia just before the Gettysburg campaign is partly why Stuart ended up detaching himself and leaving Lee blind. And it had partly to do with his feuds, he being Stuart's feuds with some of his lieutenants. Speaking of which, let's just jump right into that. So when strong personalities clash, it's possible that orders may not be carried out as they were intended. Feuds may lead to commanders intentionally delaying the execution of orders, or commanders in question may instigate reckless actions of their own and ignore given orders. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty realistic. Now, I'd be curious to see how this plays out. You know, is this a balanced aspect of the game, or is it pretty buggy, or, you know, but that'll be cool to see how that plays out. So now I don't know. I think there's only like 2 campaign options right now since we are in beta. Yeah, so did I hear someone jump in the audio? I see Cass, but I don't see your mic's muted. You gotta unmute your mic, buddy. Alright, so let's just jump into this. I just want to go over the index just briefly so you can kind of see it. Start a campaign. Okay, again, I am brand new to this, so this is like all foreign to me. What am I looking at? Oh, so these are different. Maybe the campaigns? I feel like we have to play as the Union. Obviously. Oh, Buchanan. So this is like okay, so spring 1861. Interesting. Okay. Let's do that. I've never done that one before. Okay, we're there. Historic. 3 policies. Okay, so we get to pick 3. I guess we get stuck with these 3? Okay, let's unclick all these and go over the different policies that we can choose from. Let me throw this in here. What's up, Lawson? Alright, so Underground Railroad. So this apparently looks to like undermine the workforce of the South using this one. Greatly increases the support in Kansas. Encourage the people to move west. So this will give you support in Arizona, New Mexico, and the territories, as well as apparently increase recruitment in California. Frederick Douglass here. Actually, it's not. Is that Frederick Douglass? I think it is. Oh, interesting. Okay. That would seem like we want to do this, right? Because we are Lincoln, and we are hardcore abolitionists. Enforce neutrality. Breadbaskets. We get to feed the world. Hell yeah. It's what we do. Okay. This is pretty cool. I think this is nice because it kind of gives you a different start every time you play, because you obviously the 3 policies you pick are going to largely dictate your overall gaming strategy. More railroads. I have to go with that. I like railroads. Confederacy starts with 50% less. I don't care about their ships. Native allies. I don't really need these, I guess, for the Union because we're going to have so many troops. And then Union Pacific Railroad. Interesting. Okay, so what's the third one you think I should go with? So we picked support abolitionism. I didn't even know abolitionism was a word, but apparently it is. Industrialization, and then we've got one of these other ones. So do we want to try and beef up the West? Do we want to kind of improve our foreign relations by enforcing neutrality, which will also kind of choke off the South a little bit from foreign support and interference? Or native, well, I don't want to call it native allies, but security measures or Union Railroad. Oh, good. So you've been playing too, huh, Lawson? Yeah, man. It looks. I think it's gonna be one of those ones where I'm gonna have to like break it down when the full version comes out, and do a tutorial series like I've done for Age of Civil War. Because I think it's gonna be one of those games where it's just complicated. But once you figure it out, a lot of fun, you know. All right, Kansas Free State, got it. You're the first to vote. Sorry, Lawson. Murphy got there first. You know what? Because I love you both so much, we're gonna go away from industrialization, and I will pick security just for you. There we go. Which security is what? The flow of weapons from the U.S. armories to southern states is reduced. The Confederacy will start the game with 50% less ships and weapons. All right. Okay, you want to go take that off and just go with the enforce? Right. So I got Kansas abolition and I had industrialization, but okay. All right. So start new game. We are playing the Union. I like the artwork. That's great. The colorized pictures. I want to say I know this was it's just a famous photo. I can't remember if this was like before Antietam. So, Lawson, since you've already played this game for some time today, any tips or suggestions? Well, that's pretty cool. So the 3 policies that we're rolling with, it gives us information about what they effectively do. Whatever the result may be, I shall carry to my grave the consciousness that I at least meant well for my country. Yeah, whatever, Buchanan. Don't lose. Oh, thank you, Thagon. Always the deep and insightful wisdom that is Thagon. Hey, by the way, I'm trying something new. If you guys have a mic, feel free to hop in the Discord and jump into the voice chat where I'm at. I'm assuming it'll pick you up on the live chat so you can talk in game too. I don't want to sit here and blab to myself and then have to wait for you guys to type rather. Okay, so why is the index popping up here? How do I get rid of the index? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got this little compass thing up there. That's pretty cool. The map looks pretty interesting. I don't know if these newspapers come out, maybe every month or something? Are they hyperlinked? Doesn't look like it. It's just a newspaper. It tells us, hey, the union's dissolved. That's rather unfortunate. But is it really? Because we wouldn't have a game to play if the union didn't dissolve. So I don't know if that's really all that bad. Field book. Okay, that's the field book. Got all this stuff here. This is probably stuff that turns on and off the various things in the map. Okay. And then obviously there, www. Okay, how do I get this thing off here? Okay, right click the newspaper to get rid of that. Let's zoom in here. Let's pause actually for a second because we're... Okay, so zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know, man. I just started it. It looks playable, although it's $40. So $40 for a beta is pretty pricey. I was kind of hoping they give it a little bit of a discount since you are buying a in progress game, and Lord knows when it's going to be the final version, but it looks playable. I don't know if it's buggy or not. All right, so get the rail line here. Not blocked. Important infrastructure. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's make them Georgia. Let's click that and see what happens. Actually, we're the Union, so probably going to be easier to click. Let's go up to DC. All right, so here we go. So I'm just scrolling with the mouse to zoom in and out here. 8 probably represents the population size, I would imagine. You've got these forts here. Capacity, you can garrison troops in the forts, so that's interesting. So again, that's kind of like a total war field, right, where you can garrison specific areas of the map. So a bit more, I think, on the tactical side, a bit more strategy is going to be involved for this game than like AGI Civil War, which is much more of a strategic and operational type field of the game. This one's actually got all the way down to the tactical, which is definitely in the field, on the battlefield. Winchester, Virginia, which is this kind of near Harper's Ferry. There is Harper's Ferry. So now if you left click it, it'll give you some information on the armories. Right clicking doesn't do anything. I don't even know where these came from. These just popped up. Okay, so that's kind of weird. You don't see it unless you hover over, although I guess maybe, yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure what the difference is between these two. This looks like maybe like a storage area, perhaps. Okay. And then you got this bridge here if you left click. Oh, interesting. So this looks like maybe the amount of trade or logistics that's going over the bridge. Yeah, so Zach, I kind of agree with you on the pricing for it in terms of AGIOD. I think what they're doing though is they're saying, hey, what is AGIOD missing? And what they're missing is this in the trenches type feel where you actually have to strategically on the actual battlefield map go ahead and put troops these different areas. So like back here, for example, I don't know if you can even garrison the towns. So I double clicked that, and that's what popped that up right there. So we've got, okay, get buried. All right. I'm just screwing around right now trying to figure out, make heads and tails of this map right now. Okay, so this looks like the actual campaign units we have on the battlefield over here, which I like. This is kind of like Hearts of Iron type stuff here, where you're, or Europa 4, where you're able to kind of synthesize your overall troops. Let's do slavery. I wonder if that's like an overall map. There's got to be like a hotkey you can do to kind of zoom out pretty fast. Okay. So there's where slavery is at. Ironic that it's red? I think not. Trade and supply. Okay. Okay, so this basically just shows, hey, who is supporting the Union at the moment. Intelligence. Maybe it's fog of war. Maybe that's what it has to do with. And then front lines. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now, what are these up here? We got strategy. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good analysis. Civil War II meets Scourge of War. I think it's yeah, I agree. It is a little high on the price for beta, but I didn't mind doing it because I'm going to play this game long term, and I wanted to dive into it right away. And then once the final version comes out, I'll probably start doing some tutorials to break it down so that people can figure this game out. So what I did was I wanted this is the grand strategy. So obviously we still have Winfield Scott because it's February 61, and McClellan, almost said McDowell. Actually, yeah, McDowell. But McClellan actually takes over Scott's seat, but I don't think that happens until like 62 or late 61. So overall numbers, okay. And then our objectives, break Confederate morale. This is your military, okay, which is pretty much non-existent. Although, oh, interesting. Okay, so armies. Looks like you can create. Okay, so let's just do this. Okay, so I left-clicked it. Right-click, left-click, right-click. What's this down here? Delete. No, we don't want to delete that. Okay, so it looks like right here, this plus button to add another probably regiment or... Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you grab states. I do know from this game that if you have, like, say you have an Illinois regiment or an Illinois division, and that division gets smashed in battle, then the state of Illinois will actually, their support for your party will actually decrease some. So there's a lot of kind of game within the game stuff that this game's supposed to be building into. I'm playing historical. So if you jump into Discord and you jump into if you just like double click the voice chat where you see my name, and then if you have a mic at the bottom there should be a thing that allows you to unmute it, and like that's literally all you do. You should be able to talk into it. So okay, so I'm just gonna grab a state. Let's just grab Illinois. Illinois has 1,700 volunteers we can pick from. Connecticut right now has a lot of the troops, as you can see there. Michigan's got 1,200. And so, Cass, I can see you in the Discord. You just got to unmute your mic if you have one. So we're just going to grab Illinois. I don't know.
Testing?
Yeah, there you go, man. I can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
No, hey, feel free to talk, man. More the merrier. And those of you in the chat that aren't in the audio, let me know if you can hear Cass. So now over here under this units, you can pick uniforms. That's pretty cool. You can adjust the uniforms. Let's go with that. Illinois, let's make them infantry. And it looks like you can affect whether the draft or volunteer, which obviously affects probably cost. And then you can actually affect their uniforms. So actually, let's go with, where's Michigan? This guy. There, do green. So you could probably make some historical units out of this. I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, green, and then trousers. Let's make it... there you go. we've got Santa Claus's little elves here coming out of Michigan to come represent. Which, man, if we got Santa Claus on our side, I think we're good. I think we'll be in good shape. And then you can sort and do filters and all that stuff. Okay, so let's recruit those guys. They are now under the Fort Monroe garrison. Santa's little elves. Fleet. Okay, so it looks like we can get more ships. Why, Luca? I mean, I think it would add to the flavor of the video if we could hear you in the background creepily breathing heavy, as if like you're breathing on my neck and getting hot and bothered by the amazing narrative that I'm providing you on this brand new release game. So same thing here. You can affect the customization for the different ships, which interesting. That's pretty cool too. So it looks like there's a lot of customization for this game at the very ground level. And then you got your historical generals. So Hooker, who is famed for literally why we have prostitutes that are called hookers. I mean, he brought that to life, so good for him. Now, I wonder, how do we apply... So I guess maybe we just like hire commanders, and then once we have an army in the field, we maybe put them in charge. I don't know. So let's go grab... Okay, so Brigadier, Major General, Sanford. Let's just grab Hooker, because we were just talking about him. The Colonel, Artillery, he's a veteran, West Point grad. Actually, let's go through this, because I got some little prompts here. He knows how to train his men to fire fast and accurate. So many puns right there. Fast and accurate. Veteran. And then West Point grad. Really? Okay. Well, actually, that would make sense, Murphy, right? Because when the war first started, there were 90-day recruits, so that would make sense. I wonder if there's a way for us to see that. So let's like hire him. Can I? Or is he already like hired? Guess he is. Okay. Replace. Okay, so we're gonna replace him. Oh, so actually I didn't have. How do I hire you? Is there a way to hire? I'm kind of debating whether this was a good idea, just to like totally crash course this game without even figuring out even remotely trying to figure out the mechanics. But all right, so now this guy, I mean, so the other guy didn't have an amazing beard. This guy does, which tells you that we're going to win battles because he has an amazing beard, and he has Santa's little elves, same diff, fighting for him, whose breeches barely fit. So I think combined with these guys and this guy, we've won the war. I mean, this is going to be a pretty short video. That's what I think. All right, so anyways, officers here, you can filter with the different states, which is pretty cool. So if you know your Civil War history, you obviously can find your commanders a lot easier. Well, they actually kind of almost did, man, after Bull Run. Holy hell. If they had kept pressing, I mean, there wasn't much left in DC to protect the capital. And then sort by experience and that sort of thing. So you got those out here. So that's officers, fleet. Again, do this, can sort, and then armies. You can sort by, again, filters, and then also kind of scroll through. Okay, so that's that. And we can also build new armies down here. Let's do that. I can sense the southern aggression. We need another army. Let's do New York. And yeah, so right here, 3 months. That's what was it? Who was it? Zach? Who mentioned that? Oh, Murphy. That's right. Murphy said the contract. So 3 months for volunteer. So okay. What I want to do, I want to just kind of simulate, get all the way through to, May or June when the army started getting called up, so we can get through there. Finances. This will give. Looks like a financial tab. It kind of gives you an overview. And Cass, since you were my fine right-hand man for this, feel free to jump in when you see something of interest or I miss something, or because I'm seriously like flying blind in this game. Okay, so we got tariffs, which I'm assuming we could probably modify through decisions. Sales tax. I find this interesting because the income tax did not come into being until World War I. So maybe the developers need to go look at that, because I do not believe there was any sort of income tax until World War One, or perhaps even a corporate tax. It was all like sales taxes and tariffs and those sort of things. Land sales, revenue. Okay, so expenses. Gotcha. This is actually going to be a really important tab for the South because it's hard enough managing your economy with the South. Okay, so all right, so we got these. So this looks an overview. It doesn't look like we can actually do anything with this. Oh, okay. Well, Luca, I want you to breathe on me. Sounds so wrong. Wait. Okay, so Hooker's the only colonel you have, so click on the brigade. Okay, gotcha. So this is the army, I guess, is the army up here. And then we've got Colonel Abercrombie. That's right. Abercrombie and Fitch. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Oh, dude, we are set, man. We are set. We've got Hooker with Santa's little elves. I'll just stop there. I don't want to know what Hooker's going to do with Santa's little elves. Okay, and then policies. So here's looks like we can mess around with these policies. So you fund these policies, it looks like? Breadbasket, what the hell? Okay. All right. Wait. Why would I be able to do all of these? What is... Okay, why can I just do all of these? Does it cost anything, or am I just capped at doing 8 at a time? Is that what's going on? It looks like it'll take... I don't know how long this will take. Are you sure? Cancel dependent. Okay, so I just right-click that to do that. So 8 okay, so basically what you do is you train up like government funding that gives you access to print notes and Tariff Act, and then you just like unclick government funding once you have these. Is that how it works? Or would I need government funding to remain as a policy in order to effectuate print notes and Tariff Act, I'm assuming? Okay. So anyways, I'm not going to belabor this one, but that's up here under policies, and it looks like you got a whole bunch of different options here. Is that Seward? Seward? He actually would have potentially been the president if it wasn't for Lincoln. He's pretty popular, but he's also a very polarizing figure with the South, and pissed off a number of people in the North too, which is why he, including a very popular journalist who had a lot of power and sway, and that's why Seward ended up not being president, the Republican nominee, which is probably a good thing, because some of the things he was talking about early on in the war, he could have very well screwed the North before they even got going. Okay, so now I'm under production now, and it looks like so you got all of these things. Wow, this game is going to be very overwhelming to start, which is good. I like overwhelming games, as you probably have witnessed. Yeah, and Murphy or Lawson, man, if you guys have already played this, feel free to hop in the audio and just set me right, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I usually don't know what I'm talking about, even when I pretend to know what I'm talking about. But admittedly, on this fine Friday night, you like that alliteration? I have no freaking clue what I'm talking about. I cannot hear you, even though you're talking to your audio.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there you are. Yeah. Hey, you want to give me a crash course to this, since you've already played it?
I spent about 6 hours.
That's 6 hours more than I've spent.
Yeah. All I can really say is just be slow. I do know that eventually the Confederacy will claim an army, or build an army, and it'll pop up on the news thing, and that will cause like the Europeans to be more upset with the South. Like if you do it too fast, it can happen. If you just build a giant army right before um, they'll upset.
That was very well said. I was very appreciative. I muted my Discord, by the way, so they're not getting not getting double tapped with surround sound audio of my impeccable voice. All right, goods and trades. I am gonna probably just go through this here and then just simulate far enough so we can like kind of see what the battle mechanics look like. I'm assuming you can, Lawson. You can like, how do you manipulate the production and the Wow, I'm getting some lag. The production and the tariff screen. Do you know? There's got to be a way to like build these things up. And can you guys still hear me? Okay. Okay, so
No, you don't.
If I have a Hooker clicked here with his army of elves. What was that, Lawson? By the way, I muted my Discord, so you're not getting surround sound in the in channel. If you click them, then you get these options here for the particular army. So you got stance, which it's like what? Defensive, offensive, okay. Cavalry, which we don't have, and God, man, you would not believe. Like, you know what? If you want something funny to hear or read, go through all the comments on this channel about my videos and how I say the word cavalry. It drives people up the wall. I actually find it kind of funny. I'm almost tempted to just say it improperly from now on, so that all the people that get annoyed by it will continue to comment on it. And then finally, movement orders, so you can stop or you can force march, and then manage army. Okay, so this is Sadford's army with Hooker in command. Okay. Okay, so that's I think the pretty good overview, I'd imagine. I'm not sure what else we would go over for this. I don't know how to. Okay, got there. This is probably information, and then over here is your overall probably statistics for your military. Okay, so let's go ahead and simulate here and just get going. See how it looks when you play. Sorry for screwing the map up. Okay, we are down here by Virginia. All right. So it looks like it goes by days here for hours. All right, let's like blitz through.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I didn't even know I was back on. Do you know how to fix the map and move that back and forth? Got it.
You mean in terms like this here, up and down and stuff?
No, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Hey, is there a hotkey
That
to
took me a
zoom
minute.
in? So like, if I want to go to Cincinnati, is there a hotkey where just lets me jump right in, or do I have to scroll all the way in?
I think you do have to scroll. I think if you hit escape and go to options, they have like a small list of hotkeys and.
Okay, here we go. What the hell is that? I don't have a hook on my keyboard. It's like a freaking. I don't know what that is. I think that's a T. I don't know. Is that a T? Who knows? Let's try it.
I'm a little bit behind on your, or not behind on your stream, but so what I'm seeing is like a few seconds behind. So.
Yeah, I was. I think I was having some trouble there with the audio when I had my Discord muted, so that's why I muted it. If you want, you can just mute me in Discord, and then you'll hear me over the stream. All All right, so time freezes whenever we get these newspapers. Okay. Yeah, they did do a good job with the map, by the way. I mean, this feels very authentic. You even got like the Shenandoah over here with the Blue Mountains. Which yeah, let's look at the Shenandoah real quick. I've always been kind of curious. It's the one thing I did not like with Aegeod Civil War. You could never really maneuver like Lee did in Virginia. So you got the road up here. I'd imagine the fog of war probably applies up in here too. Or you can go up
It
here.
does.
Yeah. Which that's exciting. I'm excited about that. What? Okay, we're still in February. Is there a way to like really speed this up?
No, it took me like 30 minutes on speed 10 to get through like 10 days.
Oh,
Or
I
well,
don't
no,
like that.
maybe no, well, about a month. Um, yeah.
Okay, I don't like that. So I want to say this road over here, Lewisburg. This might have been the road that Lee used to kind of for the Gettysburg campaign. I don't think he went through Harper's Ferry. I think he went around. But okay, well that's cool that they have a bit more geographical strategy that you can apply to the game. Okay, got more of this. Okay, let me. If I knew it would take this long, I probably would have fast forwarded to the fun stuff first and then started the stream. Well, we're in March. So.
Yeah. Well, there are a few bugs that have popped up, and one of the things that did hit me, I was actually in the Battle of Fort Sumter, and all the speed and tooltips and everything just disappeared.
Oh,
So I had
awkward.
no idea. I had to, yeah. And then even when I exited out of the game, there were no options on the main menu. So I had no way to quit the game. So I had to like, alt tab out, and it was pretty funny.
Well, hopefully, what happens is as more people have the beta, they can get all that data, that'll kind of demonstrate why they're having the crashes and so forth, and go from there. Okay, so we can see. See, I want to see if you can actually see the forces on the ground here. So there's. All hail Chief Abraham Lincoln. Okay. So did you actually do a battle?
Yes, I did not mean to, but it just kind of launched me into it. But it ran really smooth, and that was nice.
So did it when you is it like a loading screen, kind of like Total War? We have like a loading screen and then do that, or
It's kind of like the campaign. So when you start the campaign, that little loading screen you get,
yeah.
and then you have a deployment phase where everything's paused and you get to move around.
Okay. So I'm over I'm on the Mississippi here with Illinois just north here. This is Cairo. Paducah's right here. Let's find Shiloh while we're simulating to some actual action here. So we got Corinth. Shiloh, I think, was kind of right up here. I think it was right in here.
I believe you're right. I don't.
Yeah, I think it was right here. Here or right there. Something right there. I wonder what these ferries are. So it's just kind of like almost like a little bridge thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I think when you move your troops, especially if they're just like, if you're just moving them across the river, I don't think it takes really much time at all. I think it just kind of acts like a bridge.
Okay. Yeah, hey Tank, I agree, man. If they can do this right, this game will be absolutely awesome. Okay, how do I build my economy?
That is what I really haven't figured out yet. But apparently, what I read is that as you get the goods, basically, is if your economy isn't impeded or rated, and you subsidize them and they make a profit, then they will automatically start to upgrade.
Okay. So I get 8 policies. I kind of like bread baskets. They just make me feel all warm and happy inside. So we're just going to keep doing the bread baskets. All right. I guess I could do auto manage too. Do that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I might as well.
I haven't tried that, but I definitely am going to start doing that because I have no idea.
Okay, so it looks like the production tab and the good and trades tab is a little buggy because my game kind of freezes up every time I click those. Okay, so let's click out of there. Let's see if we can figure out how to build up the economy. Ryan, do you know how to do that? Since you're the one who suggested it, I'm gonna put the burden on you because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's got to be a way to like. You shouldn't have to like go through manually click places to accomplish this. It's probably something a little bit more. This is so frustrating.
So I hope you can find it because I could not.
Dude, I'm trying to. You think it would be intuitive, but because these are statistics, right? So these are your overview tabs, and so. Mm-hmm. The Militia Act. Oh, good. I'm going to find that. We're going to start it, damn it. Where's the Militia Act? Oh, good. There he is. 3 months. Yeah. We're going to start the war, damn it. Screw the South. Okay, so these are that. Okay. You got to imagine that there should be a way to invest in these different things, but... Good old Lincoln.
I think the policies will turn into acts if I believe that is what I read. I mean, that was a couple hours ago, but and basically they're positive or negative. You know, when they're an act, they act differently as a policy. But I think it frees up your policy, so it's kind of like you have to spend time. Researching the policy, or doing the policy, and then it turns into an act, and then you get more policies. So,
okay, gotcha. So it doesn't look like there's any way to, I guess, manually upgrade these things. Well, there we go, upgrade button. Okay, so that's a supply depot. Can do that. Harper's Ferry Armory does not have an upgrade button.
If you go to your production and then let's see. I'm trying to remember it. If you go to like your foundries and stuff, you can see, and it'll show up. It'll show your profit and taxes and workforce and efficiency. Yeah, you can click on any of those.
But how do you upgrade them?
I don't know. Well, you see how it says build level 1?
Oh yeah, okay.
Build level 2. Yeah. See, I'm a few seconds behind because I'm watching your stream and listening, talking on Discord, so it's a little bit behind. But
no, you're fine.
Apparently, once the profits and everything and your efficiency and stuff grows, it will automatically start to build up.
Okay. Let me just see here if there's any, because I found that one thing you can actually upgrade, although it would seem to me it'd be a bit cumbersome and laborious to have to go through the actual map and just randomly click things until you can find something you can upgrade, so Harbor you can't upgrade. I don't think you can do anything with these towns yet. Ferry, bridge, I'm just trying to find something to upgrade here so we can just test it out, see what happens.
I know you can build a depot and stuff like that, and that's for supply
How do you do
and for grab. I think if you go to your, I know you can do it on your army tabs. If you go click any army that you have, you can next to it's like movement orders and stuff like that. You can upgrade, like build a depot or a fort. You can build a fort and all kinds of stuff.
Where is Hooker? How do I find him? God, I feel like a retard trying to hump a doorknob playing this game right now.
Dude, that was me the entire time. I was like, no, I really like this game, but I don't really understand it. But
yeah,
no, I want to give it a try.
It's not intuitive.
It is not, but I'm hoping that they're just going to go, oh, people do want a drag and click mouse? Okay, maybe we'll put that in there. You're just like, please, something.
Yeah, okay, well, let's see here. Okay, we got homeboy here. Another homeboy.
If you see on the right, see where it says filters, you can hit the check mark off of garrison, and that'll be your armies and stuff.
Thank goodness.
Too.
Thank you.
I do think that as soon as you do that or click the menu again, it brings back the garrison, so it doesn't stay.
Okay, there's Major Anderson, Fort Sumter Garrison. So this guy's waiting orders, but why is it when I click him, can't do anything with him? It
might be a bug.
So I right click.
You're supposed to
put the arrow that way.
Yeah, I mean, because have a little underneath or like in the center on the bottom. You're supposed to have like your movement orders and stances and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
It's gone. I don't see it, so that might be a bug.
Okay. I'm gonna create an army here. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of like something in the field just to see what the battle mechanics look like for the game, and then I'll probably conclude the video once we get to that. In Springfield, okay. Add group. Oh, so you can, like, no kidding, create like a freaking army. That's awesome. Massachusetts boys. Infantry.
You can create divisions, and see that's going to create a brigade directly under that. But yeah, you can make corps and divisions and all kinds of stuff. Haven't gotten it down completely, but it is pretty cool.
So you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you've ever played Hearts of Iron. I'm big into that game. I'm probably gonna go back and do the recording, but it's the same concept where you can build an army from scratch, and you build it from like the army group.
On Hearts of Iron 4, yeah, or in 3. I used to play 2. I still play 2. That thing's awesome.
I don't like 4 very much. I feel like 4 got away from what made Hearts of Iron so great. I like 3 with Black Ice, which I'm probably gonna do a let's play of that because it's been a while since I've done it. But okay, so I've created this, but let's place this guy. Let's put this guy looks smug. Yeah, put him in there. He looks like a badass. I don't care about capability. I just care about how badass they look. Or if they have a really cool name.
Of course. Really nice, facial hair.
Yes, precisely. Those are the criteria for the Union Army. As was historically.
I couldn't pass through in a what's it called? Never mind. It went away. It was there and it was gone. Would have been funny, but it's not.
Well, this guy looks like he's going to croak on the battlefield, so I'm going to replace him.
I think he's like 73 or something.
Yeah, I'll put
if you hover over his portrait, you can see how old they are. And
oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Gives you details about who they are. Okay. Okay, so I have built this army, the 26th Army. Let's put some artillery in there too. Let's see what the artillery looks like. There's going to be all Massachusetts boys. Artillery. What is this artillery? Horse artillery. Okay. He looks like he's happy to be here, so we use him. And then I wonder if you probably want to grab an artillery commander, right? So So I would look for somebody who has artillery training. I'm guessing. The thing that I've always had with Hearts of Iron 4 is that, uh, it, like 3 got kind of to this kind of level this game does, whereas I felt like 4 kind of got away from that and went more kind of to strategic level, and there just wasn't a lot of maneuvering and strategy you had from the prior one. You know, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the majority, people were like, "This is way too. We just want just a little bit less. We kind of like what you did with the army and stuff like that, but just a little bit less." And they were like, "Okay, you want it to be dumbed down? All right, here it is. It's easy for everybody now."
That's exactly what they did, man. Yeah, they totally did. Okay, how do I find that army that I just made? Like, how do I find it on the map? I got I got him here.
They've got to fix where there's 25 different garrisons. They've got to separate those or make a different tab for them.
This is like the best army ever. It's like 15.
Let's see where the filters you can.
Well, so I can find it obviously on here, but how do I find it on the actual map?
Oh,
I get perks down here too. That's pretty cool. So there's a little perk thing down here. You could probably affect it. Yeah. So Napoleon's, okay.
Hey, you can eventually get guys that are sharpshooters and engineers and all kinds of stuff. I have not gotten to that point yet, but I assume it's really cool.
That's cool. Okay, so let's do that. Let's actually. Well, I'm not going to build this army because it's going to take too long. But let's build. Let's see here. You can do group. Okay, so group. Oh, okay, so you basically can create cores. So we've got one core here, and then let's create another core. Let's put. Who hates Massachusetts people? I really want to create some conflict here. Let's grab. That'd be funny to recruit some Arkansas guys. Grab some Texas guys here for Vermont. They probably don't like Massachusetts people. Okay.
Well, I'm from Georgia. We're all civilized. We may sound different, but we're all civilized people here.
My buddy, the one I play the AG Civil War against, he's from Georgia.
Yeah, I remember you saying that or texting that. It's actually really cool to talk to you because I've been following you for not a long time, but no, just I saw your stuff and I was like, dude, that's awesome. Somebody's actually making this very obscure game that I've always wanted somebody to play.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I really do. I mean, I wish I could be more consistent about it. It's hard with having a full-time job and kiddos, but I try and get on when I can.
No, it doesn't matter with me.
Oh my God, what is happening here? Okay, so you can click and drag, huh?
Yes, and you can transfer. It also, I think, if you double-click the transfer, this is just for in the future. When you have several armies, if you double-click the transfer button, you can transfer units from another army into whatever army you're trying to get to. So it kind of makes it easier.
Okay. Why is it? So one question I have here. Okay, so I've got first core, right? But when I went ahead and created another group, it fell under there and went to division. Is it because I have to do it up here? Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Ah, I see. Gotcha. Okay. And then transfer him in there.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, this is cool. I like it. I'm a fan. Okay, and then I got to build these units. ETA one day. Gotcha. Okay. We've got this division here. So, okay, let's create. Okay, we got 2 core. Let's do 2 divisions each, and then this will end the war right here. You can feel it.
Straight to Richmond. Just burn it down. We're on your side. Just burn it down. We don't.
Yeah, just take it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are kind of all hanging out. They're almost like independent commands. So then you click and drag them under the division commander, and then that gives that division command 1 brigade. Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, now this guy needs some troops. Let's get. I should just make all New York troops so we can get rid of the New Yorkers. Okay, let's go artillery. Why we paused? I don't want to be paused right now. All right. Artillery.
And you can upgrade your equipment and stuff that they have.
Okay, so then what, you just like click the, so these are the divisions. So these are going to be just your headquarter stacks. These are your actual field troops.
It's really kind of like where your men are going to be at. But where is the army going to assemble? So I made the mistake. I was like, well, I need guys from New York.
What the
and
hell?
So I made like the first army, and they were in New York, and I needed them to be in Washington. So
This guy's a dick, man. He just like jumped in and like interrupted my army building. Oh, of course, the Stevens, you jerk.
So I don't know if this is because the Confederacy or like the policies for like the military act came in, or it's because you were building up troops. I still don't know which causes, because this is basically secession. This is also Abraham Lincoln just got in power too. So yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine so, because I know what really triggered the conflict with the firing of Fort Sumter was Lincoln's call of was it 75,000 volunteers? What's funny about that though is people never talk about it. He actually issued that call for volunteers in response to what Jefferson Davis did, which was, "Hey, I want 100,000 volunteers," as a clear provocation towards the North. So I never buy the whole argument that like Lincoln started the Civil War, because not only was it the South that called up the 100,000 conscripts first, but they're the ones that fired on a federal outpost.
Yeah. Do you have any family that fought in the Civil War?
Yeah, actually, I have a 1849 musket from one of my ancestors who fought for the North.
Yeah, we're all from Georgia. I had 10th Georgia.
Yeah,
fought at Gettysburg.
Oh, that's me right there. Right there. That's me. I like this stuff. This is pretty cool. It's very immersive. Have you played War of Rights at all?
I've not.
Oh man, you got to get it, dude. You love it. I'm part of 5th Texas Regiment, which is part of I Corps, and the way it's set up is it's a first-person shooter, but everyone plays. We play like 80 on 80 matches, and they have artillery and everything. And
people play it, yeah.
Yeah, it's Apollo. Pixelated Apollo does videos on it. If I had a separate tower that I did my streams and stuff through, I could probably record it better. But it's a lot of fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dagon, whose question was that directed at? Was that directed at me or somebody else? Okay, let's pause here. Okay, so someone mentioned that these guys have to march from Massachusetts, but how am I supposed to find them?
If you go up,
what's this stuff?
I think Invasions. You can find them on the. Sorry,
No, you're fine, man. Go ahead. You're good.
I think if they are in Massachusetts, so if you go over there, there should be. Yeah, see, like you have like the Department of Virginia and like Fort Monroe Garrison. There'll be an army. Should be a icon like that in Massachusetts somewhere.
What's up with this arrow thing?
I can't see it yet. I think that means that they are moving.
Okay, so I clicked him. Okay, so I've got this army. Manage army. Oh, okay, so I can actually build his army up, huh?
Oh yeah, you can increase the garrisons and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, now that I'm kind of understanding the mechanics a little bit better. Sorry, Lagon's being typical Lagon. Okay, so up here you got the conscript number. Okay, we're gonna pause because I want to figure this out. Is that 11,000 total troops that I can pull from, or is this number like one for every 100 troops? Do you know?
I have no idea, and yeah, I wish that you could hover over that and it would tell you what that is. And like, because I think the other stuff you can hover over, and I think it'll tell you like rail, or river transport and stuff like that. But
So I'm guessing since we're down in Virginia, I probably want to recruit troops from the states that are nearest. I would suspect.
you can, but like I said, you can also create a new army that is like it doesn't matter if there's not enough people there, but it's kind of strange. They need to change that mechanic, but yeah. So like that, and you'll wait. Sorry, like I said, I'm like 4 seconds behind, so I'm like, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant.
No, you're good. No, I totally get the lag. It's all good. I actually appreciate you being in here. Unlike Vagon, he's a total slacker and just hanging out, just typing away ridiculous crap.
Nervous. I mean, that first time I was talking, I was like, no, and you can do that. Very vague.
So he's saying Historical Gamer apparently has a recording of this, which would actually be pretty helpful to check out. I'll probably go check that out. Okay, so I right-clicked and dragged. So we can force march, retreat, river, rail. Okay, so we're just going to move normal time. Here, I just want to see if I can... So I can't scroll any further than this, but... What's this? Okay, so I sent the orders. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing probably the further you are away from like DC, the longer those orders take. Let's go find that Massachusetts army we created.
Yeah, I was playing with no order delay, just because I knew that the AI, especially like in the battles, were not going to be as responsive. So I was like, well, I'm not going to cheese them too bad, but I'm not going to watch these guys get murdered.
Yeah.
Think if the Massachusetts army is in Boston.
That would make sense, but what I'm trying to figure out is there's got to be a way where like you shouldn't have to guess where your army's at, right? I mean,
Well, earlier when you were making it, I saw on the bottom right it said Boston underneath the square you were looking at the army in, but then it didn't pop up again. So I don't know how you see that.
gotcha. Okay, so under Army tab, there's 26th. Where did you see it say Boston?
When you were recruiting the units, when you made the army. Yeah, so I don't see it now. I got the same lag as Lawson, so I'm a bit behind. But in the bottom right, you see how you got the perks in the bottom left? The little medallion, which is where you add perks when you get experience for the army. Well, on the right, it said Boston like maybe 6 minutes ago, but it didn't pop up again.
Okay, gotcha. So maybe
I don't know how you do that. Maybe you got to click on an individual unit or on the top unit to find out the location of the command.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, well, we found them. They're up here at Boston, so good job. And it looks like, so you have your core. Your core actually looks like you can operate independent of your army headquarters, so that's pretty cool. So, because, again, looking at the army. What's that?
You can detach them too.
Yeah, because we have 26th Army, we got 2 corps, so first and second corps, and it looks like they can operate independently if you want them to. So that's nice. That's another additional strategic advantage you have. I wonder though if you can just move it so the whole army moves. So I got the army selected, manage army. I don't want to manage it. Stop it. Okay, movement orders.
I think that's cool. Well, no, that's it.
Oh, here's construction. Oh, here's what you're talking about with the construction. So the army can construct a telegraph, a depot.
And you can build railroads and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
around
cool.
the map.
Okay, so I think we move the army. What's kind of odd too is I direct him to go this way. I think maybe do I have to like hold it down to get him to? How do I get him to?
Yes, I think. Well, yeah, I think you have to. I think you can just click and tell them to go there. Like you have to do that, like what you were doing there. But you can go all the way down to Washington and hit the little check mark, and they'll, go the fastest way down there by rail or river or whatever.
Okay, let's go attack this guy. See what the battle looks like. And what's Butler doing? Where's he at now? Okay, so he's still waiting on him to move. Okay. The compass. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this real quick. What about the compass? Oh, the index. Okay, gotcha. Okay, are we moving it? Why isn't he moving? He's just like, nope, not doing that. Nope. He's being typical McDowell, actually, is what he's doing. Like, I ain't doing that. Yeah, you can auto-manage the policies, which is what I did. I just put it on auto-manage. So I right-clicked the enemy here, so he should be attacking. So I got him. He's moving down to
Press
Alexandria.
the check mark.
Oh, but think that date where it says February 10.
Oh, look at that. Accept. That's kind of weird, though, because we're in March. So what, is he going to go back in time and attack him then? Go back in time and save the Union?
Weather was much more preferable this day.
Dagon, you like everyone easy. I can hear him marching.
Speed it up because you're just on the regular. That might be why it looks so.
I love how it's like on speed 10 and he's still kind of like slow-mo. Oh, there's guys. Okay. So I can kind of see him. What is the army that he has? 4,000 troops. What do we have? 7,400. We're going to dominate. Oh, we even got the battle music coming in. Cool. What's this right here? Butler at destination. Okay. British intervention. Okay. Those are your options. Okay, we're gonna play battle. Okay, you know what's really creepy? Look at the guy in the middle, slightly to the left. He's like blurred out with his arms crossed. It's almost like something from The Ring. Like everyone else is normal, then he's all blurred out, like he's not even real. He's a ghost.
You know, he was probably like, "So wait, I stay still right here, dude. Just stay right here." What?
It's ADD.
Yeah, he'd be the only guy. Like, yep, that was me. The guy, if he would take another one, he said no.
Okay, so here's the battle screen. So, Lawson, you're saying you were done a battle? Or is that where it screwed up on you?
Well, that's where it screwed up, but just on the bottom. But I finished it. I had no idea what time it was, or.
Okay, so this looks like the battle screen. That's actually pretty intense. It's a pretty big battle screen here. Okay. How do I? Okay, am I deploying troops? Is that what we're doing here, or what are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just gonna say you can deploy troops anywhere on your side of that blue line that's running down the middle.
You mean the river?
Oh, no, not the river. The sort of
Oh, okay.
the thinner one.
It
Yeah.
looks like, oh yeah, we got some nice cleavage right here. So should we?
Mhm.
I feel like I need to deploy around the cleavage. Like that just seems like it screams out to me. How do I deploy troops?
Okay,
So
so
you go up
go
to the top right.
Up right.
Go ahead, Lawson.
You got it.
You go up to the top right of the map where your troops are, and then you can drag them around.
Oh, there they are. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Oh wow, look, you can go all the way down. Well, look at that. That's pretty intense. That's cool. Okay, you can get the little house. You can go inside. Oh, that's cool. You can actually put your troops inside the houses. It looks like. Okay, we've got Captain Sherman. Hey, Sherman, Lawson's favorite guy.
Could you like send him directly into enemy fire, harm's way?
He's going straight for the cleavage. How do I? Okay, is there a way to click and drag? It doesn't look like it.
No, but you are selected with him, or yeah. So you just
Okay, so not being able to click and drag is kind of annoying, but okay, there we go.
you can select the whole army and move it too. So if you click, who's your commander? I forgot. Was it
McDowell.
Hooker. McDowell. So if you like click McDowell, you can move like his whole entire corps and stuff up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we are going to. So what it looks like here, you got roads, rivers, cleavage. Let's see, landscape. Okay. All right. Let's go and just. Okay. So I right clicked. I right clicked, held it down, and pressed left. So it looks like now with the army selected, it'll deploy in line of battle. Accordingly. So let's do that. Okay.
Also, you're probably going to want to attach your artillery. Sometimes it messes up, or not really messes up, but I don't know how heavy micro you're going to play this battle, but you can just mess around. I mean, you're going to cream them.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so how do you? Is there a way to create groups like hotkeys?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Oh, that's gonna be brutal. Okay. Oh, so you can actually just
They
click
might
all your
eventually.
infantry. Okay.
But you have your formation, so you can have them in line. Your skirmishers, you can tell the guys to lie down. You can, so right now, when the guys are in the trees, I don't think it actually counts as cover just yet. But you can order the men to get into cover, like on roads or stuff, and you can also build like earthworks and stuff like that.
Okay. I feel like they need to speed the time up. Like it's like normal speed is like super slow. Okay, so it looks like my army command is actually issuing commands. It's kind of looks like Scourge of War, doesn't it? Whoa, what the hell? Okay, it's my guy. They're walking in place because that's what they do. What are you? You're cavalry. Cavalry. I like you say I'm gonna cream them. Like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna like walk right into a trap and they're gonna like massacre me.
That's possible.
Okay, so command from above and zoom in once battle starts. Okay, gotcha. I do feel like though it's hard to kind of command this because it's just hard to see what is going on. Oh, I see. Okay. Go. That's not what I want to do. I want him.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't like tell your leader, because if you want your leader to be closer or on a certain flank, if you click him, he moves the whole army.
Yeah.
Not very smart, but that's how they did it.
So I can tell you just on first glance, like I think the game has a lot of potential. Just right now, it is not user friendly.
I think it's the biggest thing. I mean, there are some bugs, but it's either that or I'm just not used to it, or we're not used to it yet.
Yeah, that's possible. I'll give you that. I mean, it's possible, right? Like these having to do this option every time you click someone to move. It's kind of tedious. A buff. Oh, beef. Okay. So engage. What's going on? I see. Okay. So if it's okay. I thought it would be a little bit easier to command troops, but it's kind of a pain. Let's go there. So when you say command and control, they gone. Are you talking basically Scourge of War, where it's effectively like you operate as like the army group or division commander and issue orders, and then the game kind of does the rest? What I would normally do if I was playing this game right, I would have sent my cavalry ahead and skirmishers just to get an idea of what the disposition is of the troops. Right now, I just wanted to get some fighting in so I can kind of see what the battles look like. Got him moving in. Okay, yeah, I figured out the time, the clock thing. That makes sense. If you want them to move, at delayed times and stuff, that makes sense. Okay, so the stars are the objectives. So take those. Okay, that makes sense. I bet she's up here at Henry House. This is where I would be if I was the Confederates. Okay, is he in control of these guys? Is that why he's got these lines right here?
No, I think that's elevation.
The red star, you see it up there?
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Okay, gotcha. He's at Groverstown.
AI will really just come at you. So right now, you really can just wait across the river, and they'll come at you.
You think?
It's usually what they do.
Okay, it does look like a command and control. So you got Runyon, which is looks like he reports to McDowell, but then you've got Tyler, which is 1st Division. He's got these brigades under him. So I bet you I do that for him. Yeah, and that'll probably get his brigades to come back. Okay, this is making a little more sense now. Okay, I'm getting this. Okay, so you want to operate probably at the division or corps level. All right. So then he'll grab his brigades, which are these guys, and they'll come back here. Gotcha. Okay, I'm getting it. So, let's have this division here on the high ground. Okay, so if I click him, this is probably his fog of war with the orange. I think the orange is the fog of war. I think it's his visibility, isn't it? Although I guess what you're saying is with go ahead.
It's range.
Oh, range of communication.
Firing range. Do you mean the orange sort of circles?
Yeah. So like when I click McDowell.
Yeah. So if you click on an infantry brigade, you'll see that it always goes in the direction that the infantry brigade is facing. So it's the range of the rifles.
Okay. You know what? I don't want to wait anymore because they might take like half an hour to get at me. So I'm gonna go attack. All right, we're gonna go put that division there. We're gonna take. Wish there was a way to like.
Sherman out there, he'll find him.
That's true.
Burn a couple houses on the way, just for fun.
You Georgians aren't bitter. No.
Burn my city down. What about you? They actually burned our city down, I think, what was it, like 12 days after the war ended. Imagine how that came about. Hey, sorry about this, brother.
They are moving up. There's Matthews. Okay. Maybe they will come. Maybe you're right. Maybe they are going to come at me. Now, here's a gripe I have, just really quick. I just want to pause really fast, because this is maybe if the people who made this game are watching. Go away. So, you should be able to... When I click this brigade, there should be a hotkey for me to be able to click the division from the brigade, right? Instead of me having to like go on the map and find the division, and there's not. I don't think. Yeah, you can do order of battle, but you can't. Although maybe. Oh, there you go. There it is, right there. Okay, and then you go down. Oh, cool. Okay, that's nice. Gotcha. Look at that. They thought of everything. Just made me look like a fool. Which is not hard to do. Okay. All right. There's that. Okay. Runyon. No, I want you to... Oh, that's right. He's connected to McDowell. Wow. How the hell did I do that? Okay, that took me to the ground view by... It screwed me all up. Division...
You can also build earthworks and deploy skirmishers. The guys to lie down. Yeah, that's or you can get in the road too, and that gives you cover.
Oh, that's cool. I'll do that once I get these guys all positioned. See if we can do that.
It is pretty cool to watch them march in, and then you're like, oh, this isn't going to be that bad at all. And then next thing you know, you lose 200 men in some devastating volley fire, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Where are these guys going? Oh, is it because maybe they didn't get in the... Oh, you know what? That's why... Okay, so this must have been what... Oh, that's brigade commander. I wonder if they're waiting to get their orders.
Sorry.
Go for it.
You have initiative turned on?
Maybe?
I'm trying to figure out
I don't know where these guys are going. They're just like... They're gone. There's... I'm not really into goats. They gone.
Goats.
He's like, I can go get goats and cattle. Did I? I mean, they're definitely walking in a circle. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Hey, you say that like you're surprised that I'm issuing orders that are completely retarded. Okay, hold on. Let's fix this. How do I cancel this formation? The way to cancel orders?
You might want to pause time. You're about to be hit on the cleavage in very bad order.
Well, these guys are walking around. They're just marching around with dunce caps on their head. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, here we go. So army. Yeah, actually, it's true. Like typical freaking Union. Here, let's see. Okay, let me just take. I'm just gonna take them by command, brigade level, and just do this. Oh, so that's cool. So I think I saw. No, I thought I saw a courier, which would have been kind of cool. Oh, I don't even know what's going on at this point. Like, what are they doing? Why are they still going this way? What is happening? Oh,
Can you imagine in real life doing that though? Trying to organize 1,000 damn men going, no, we gotta go this way.
Oh, yeah, this is a Longstreet's march on the second day all over again. That's what this is. Okay, so you can do line of battle too. Oh my god, this is just a disaster. Okay, these guys, let's go in the house. Can we go in the house?
Literally cannot see what's going on because it's like about 10 seconds behind. I'm just like, all I can hear is you just going, no, what's it?
Yeah. Get to the
Howdy
chopper.
go.
All right, well, we got like 3 trees here, so we're good. We got total cover. Our 3 trees. I don't even know how I screwed up those commands so bad, but I definitely had guys kind of going everywhere. Just probably the worst executed foray ever experienced on YouTube, and you saw it here, folks. I'm glad my mom's not watching. She'd probably disown me. Okay.
Every Southerner watching the things like, yeah, send them right into the meat chopper, man.
So here's the animation. Let's see. Can we see what so we lost 21 guys. It doesn't tell you the casualties inflicted, though. Each click, one messenger that has to ride from the commander. Okay, that's good to know. That's what my troops ended up walking around in circles because I issued about 15 commands in about 15 seconds. I was kind of like the equivalent of a dog which finally went into heat, and it was just like I just kept smashing it. Couldn't smash it enough times. Okay. The history books will write of this day about how I accidentally got into this conflict and then just end up dominating because of my phenomenal strategic skills. Where's my artillery? I'm sure that's somewhere too. That's probably like, I don't know, in another state by this point. Oh, it is. Who's playing the music? Was that one of the brigades?
They do that.
I'm trying not to bounce around the screen too much. Thank you, Vagon. I appreciate that, man. I have like 1 brigade taking on the entire Confederate army right now. This is just... And these guys... The rest of my brigades are still wandering around aimlessly. It's like that 1 brigade on the first day of Shiloh when Grant ordered him into battle, and then by the end of the battle on the first day, the guy never engaged because he just kind of wandered up and down the river the whole day. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but... Okay, what's this guy doing?
No, it's Sherman.
Is that, oh, hey, there's your boy, man. There's your boy. He's going to save the day. He actually, the whole reason he's getting the line of battle is he wants to torch these 2 houses over here. That's his only incentive to fighting. Attack! Okay, let's see, can I do like line of battle here? Oob. Oob! Okay, that's that. So maybe that's your hotkey there. The oob is to, I think, probably go around and click your different divisions and such. God, this is just embarrassing. This video should be like what not to do when issuing commands in this game.
Burnside edition.
Yes. Yeah, this is pretty much like Fredericksburg all over again. Just going to deploy 1 brigade at a time against his entire army. Okay, who are these guys firing at? I like the sound effects. Those are pretty cool. Got the smoke. That's nice. These guys are kind of kneeling. Okay, so you can do short range, medium range, lay down. Oh, that's pretty cool. I would have done skirmishers if I'd known that was an option. Okay.
Also build like trenches and stuff,
Oh yeah, let's look at that.
which I think they
do.
did fast.
See here. Oh yeah, so you can do. Yeah, there's the trench tab. It looks like. I probably have to like not be moving for that to happen. Formation. Oh, that's nice too. You can adjust your formation. Okay. It's really funny how this worked out because it went for me like having one brigade that definitely did not want to engage, and it's just kind of working out actually. You are going to take his spot. Okay, so one thing I learned by doing this is definitely think through where you want everybody at before you have them there, because it takes time for your brigades, divisions, all that stuff to get the new orders. And don't do like I did, like a dog in heat, and pound the living crap out of the mouse key, readjusting your divisions and brigades about 15 times in 15 seconds, because then that creates problems. That's pretty well actually summed up. There on. Yeah. Concurred and seconded. What are you doing, dude? Get in a single line. God, freaking Sherman.
Just rip.
What is this guy doing? Okay, so speaking of which, there's probably a way to do this where like all your division. I think if you click your division, it'll deploy your brigades all together instead of having to do this piecemeal like I'm doing right now. So I'll figure that out too. I don't know. I like this game. I think work out the bugs and stuff, and I think it'll be a pretty fun game to play. Move, dude. Okay, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. I'm not gonna tell him to do something 15 times. I would say the battle animation's a little choppy.
What settings do you have it on?
Oh, it's not the so it's not my computer settings. I think it's just the game settings. Like it's not smooth in terms of like with them reloading and stuff. But that's kind of similar to like Scourge of War. It's the same way, right? I think it's just the game mechanics. I think that's how it is.
Oh man, that unit is getting tore up.
Oh, dude, I get my ass kicked. I just.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. This is just. I told you. You had way too much faith in me. You actually thought I was capable of like, doing something productive with this army of mine.
That's a win-win for me.
Yeah, Sherman's probably getting tore up right now too. So the mistake I made was I kept issuing orders, which then was, I think, what happened. They were getting all conflicted. I didn't realize that it took time for the new orders to get to them. So, and I would have issued orders from the division level instead of the brigade level, which would have been another thing I did. Yeah, man, I think it probably does. It's probably what it is in terms of why the... Oof, look at all that, man. Oof, there you go. That's some intense fighting. He's got, let's see, 3 brigade out there on the line. And then artillery. And then I've got Sherman over here all by himself in the open. And he's a little nervous. I don't blame him. I'd be a little nervous too. This is freaking awful. Rock. So it takes a while. Look at this. Like, what is this dude doing? Get in line of battle.
Maybe you have to go to the division and tell them to. Yeah, that's grayed out. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, let's see, division. Thank you for that. There we go. Do you want double line? Let's do double line. I don't know what this guy's doing. Like, Keys is like, I don't know, looking at the sunset or something. He is not getting line of battle. Come on, bro. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I finally got my guys lined up there, so... Alright. I'm gonna get my artillery on
You
this
see
flank.
now, because your commander's right there, they react immediately.
Oh, you're right! Yeah, look at that. Look at that insightfulness. So, get your division commander close to brigades. I'll take that.
Yeah, so you see that little, like, squiggly line with the bugle?
Where? Squiggly line with the bugle.
It's like a big circle. It's sort of... I'm 4 seconds behind, but if you click on a commander, you'll see around him there'll be a big circle that's like a squiggly blue line with a blue
Yeah.
bugle. But that if that commander's units are within that circle, then those units will receive his orders immediately because they'll hear the bugle. But if they're outside that circle, then you have to wait for the messenger to get to him, like in Scorchable.
Okay. You are a very wise man, sir.
I just watched a couple videos.
Well, I'm glad you guys hopped on here because this is already a train wreck of a video, and I can't imagine what it would have been like if I was trying to do this on my own.
It kind of looks like you're still winning.
I don't know about that. It's gonna be close. I had twice as many troops as he did. You'd think I would have won this easily, but I mean he's pulling back, but he's gonna be on the high ground.
You might just take the knee on this one.
Ooh, I'm torching his right flank right now. Oh, where's this guy going?
I think the cannon has to be limbered.
Oof. Okay, and then for artillery. Ah, okay, I see. So I just... Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I limbered it. I'm limbering. I don't want it limbered, so I want to unlimber it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab my division commander. So we're going to try... Oh, okay, so I got my 2 divisions here. I want the other division commander. Alright. Advance. Yeah, look at that. So it's because he is close. Yeah, he's just like immediate. There's not even a delay or anything, huh? Okay. And then if I go oob and grab this guy. So I went oob and grabbed him. Okay. And then I'm
Also,
go for it.
space bar is also to stop your units. So if you need them to stop, there's a unit walking like straight into on the left side. You can hit space bar and they'll stop
Oh,
if they're in
spacebar.
range.
Okay. So I still feel like the speed's a little slow because that's like a normal speed. I feel like the game really needs to be played in like 2 speed or at least. But that being said, we only have like a tiny little army, right? So it might be different when you're fielding like 80,000 troops.
I can't even imagine what that's going to be like.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, this definitely has a Scourge of Warfield. I know I keep saying that, but just how the chain of command works on the battlefield and how deployment of troops and stuff works. Okay, let's just speed through here. So we got a taste of what the battlefield's like, figure out how chain of command, what absolutely not to do, which is everything I did. Okay, and then my cavalry's just going to wander over here and get shot, because that's what we do. Makes sense. Because why not? Go, bro.
Cavalry with those carbines, those breech loaders.
Yeah.
They can shoot, I think, like just as fast lying down cover. I think when you lie down troops, some of them can fire. I think some of them are a lot slower.
Oh, there we go. So you can dismount. And then their horses follow them to get shot. I love it. Okay. So that. Okay, that's cool. It's all the artillery, the lumbering. Fire at will. Okay. Okay, well, this was a good kind of, I guess, introduction to the game. I'll probably keep an eye on the updates and stuff, and once it looks like it's kind of in like the alpha version, I'll probably start doing... I'll really spend a lot of time on this and really get to learn it, and then probably do some tutorials on it and that sort of thing. You said a historical gamer was the other one that was doing this one? So I think someone said that, right? I really like him, by the way. He does great videos.
Can't remember. I watched the historical gamer and the other like historic guy gaming, and
history guy game
annihilated. Just like I'm just gonna send my whole guys over here. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. Just get mowed down.
One last thing I want to figure out here before I conclude this. I want to figure out how do you... There's got to be a way to build things, like, like build up your industry and your manufacturing without having to like go through the map and like manually click things.
You say that.
I know I'm too hopeful, right?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah.
Stars are not in position for that.
You're not spamming, Gon. You're good, man. I'm reading everything you're writing. So, hey, Cass, did you see anything else on the main strategic map that I didn't hit on yet? Like, for example, how to build up industry or anything like that?
No, I was looking for that, but that map just looks like a big black box.
Oh, that's cool. You get a little note here. Get your casualties, okay. That's cool. Pause. Okay, so we did that. I did find, we found there, I think Lawson mentioned it, with the troops here, you can actually do some things with your actual army. I think it was, construction. So you can build a fort, depot, or telegraph. The depot makes sense because that's obviously extends your supply lines, logistical supply lines. I wonder kind of how the telegraph works here. Okay, so that's basically issuing orders to your field commands. Okay. Field, you can do foraging, provisions, ammo. Okay, so the last thing that I want to figure out just really quick here, if it's possible, and if not, then maybe I'll just do it offline, is how to improve your industry. Because I click like Baltimore. Wait, what did I do? Why did I go down to 9? It was 10. I clicked it, and it went down to... I'm like killing the people of Baltimore just by clicking it. I kind of feel like God. So manufacture. There was that one I clicked, and I could actually... So the supply depot, I can upgrade it to a farm. No, actually that's a different place. Never mind. So if I upgrade it, that'll give me more ammo. But that's the only thing I see that I can actually upgrade on the map.
Said how much you can hold. I don't think it's producing anything. I think it's just holding.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Because, like, for example, like, I feel like if you click the manufactories, you should be able to improve these or build new ones, right?
I mean, I know they were talking about able to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that, like your actual guns and stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw that
surely.
one.
So, I mean, surely there's a lot of stuff. I mean, hopefully, eventually, they will be able to do that.
Yeah. So if you click your infantry, like for example, your Michigan State Militia are elves, and you go down to upgrade, you can upgrade your weapons that way. Same for your artillery and all that stuff. I'm just thinking more just on the grand scale of your overall economy.
I mean, I thought they were saying that the guns themselves, like, I might have just misread that, but I thought they were saying they were. It doesn't matter.
So Scourge of War, there's the Scourge of War Gettysburg. There's actually a variety. Actually, Scourge of War started off with the American Civil War games, and then they branched out to the Napoleonic wars and stuff. They're pretty cool because actually the battle map for this game is almost identical to Scourge of War, but Scourge of War is just exclusively the battlefield that you saw for this. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something I'm missing here, but maybe I'll find it offline. Before I go, is there anything else you guys want to see for this game before I close it out? I feel like I covered about everything.
I got it.
Yeah, well, you own it, right? So yeah, you're biased. You be quiet.
Does anything happen if you click on that British flag up the top? Like, can you see the conditions that need to be fulfilled to increase European intervention chance, or?
Policies and subsidies can influence the relations to European nations.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it says. Are you from England?
Oh, no, New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Hey, I went to New Zealand last year.
Oh, yeah? Whereabouts?
So I started off in Auckland and up in Wellington. That's where we stopped.
Oh, did you drive down, did you?
Yeah, it was so much fun, man. It was great. And like, literally every single person in New Zealand is super nice. Like, I don't think there's, like, a bad person in New Zealand at all. Except for that one guy. But, yeah.
A neighbor, or a guy I worked for, he's from New Zealand. He's British Army. Really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like the Brits, man. The Brits are fun. All right.
I mean, he is Zealand, but yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed this too. This little thing underneath the compass. Like if you click the state, it'll tell you the support percentage. And that's what I was referring to earlier when I said, like, if you have an Illinois regiment or division that gets just totally wiped, your support by the state will go down. Now, I don't know what the consequence is if the support gets to a certain point, whether like the state will secede or something. I don't know, but I know that can be problematic.
I think what it does is I don't know about support, but it also reduces morale. You can reduce morale in particular states if you cause casualties of troops from that state, which then reduces national morale, which then, if morale gets low enough, kind of like in AGOD, one side loses.
Okay. And then where do I find the overall national morale? Where's that reflected?
The strategy. The thing of America right there.
Ah, here it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, so ours is 85 right now. Loyal states 31. Men fielded. Okay. Shows you battles 1. Okay, here's a bug, because we saw there was casualties. It was a couple hundred, but right now it's showing 0. So. And then objectives. Okay. Cool. Well, anything else you want me to cover here? I'm pretty sure the New Zealanders don't appreciate being called Australians. Oh, what I really liked, by the way, in New Zealand was that at Wellington, Peter Jackson's World War I museum. That is phenomenal, man. That is so cool.
With the giant wax figures.
Yeah, well, that, and then he's got like a World War I tank in there, a bunch of memorabilia. He made kind of a virtual bunker to try and replicate a World War I bunker.
Yeah, no, it's real cool. He's also doing some stuff up in Wayuru, which is like in the middle of the island where our sort of main army base is. We don't have much of an army, so we've only sort of got one base, and there's a big army museum there. I think he's building like a half-acre sort of battlefield, World War One battlefield scene reenactment that's going to go have events once a week or something. So it's, I think, in what you saw in Wellington is all the little sort of testing things to build a bigger sort of exhibition.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, another thing I figured out here, by the way, the flags are, I don't know if they're, I wouldn't call them armies, but they're definitely troops. So that makes it a little bit easier to find your troops on the overall strategic map. Okay. I think I've kind of covered everything that we can in this one. Unless there's anything last minute you're kind of thinking of.
You might want to, I mean, this just kind of to do offline, kind of look at the Navy stuff. It's kind of hit or miss with me. I don't really understand it that much other than just build ironclads.
Yes. Lots and lots of ironclads. All right. Cool. Is there maybe just so I can look at them real quick here? Where is a fleet that we have? Is there a Union fleet that we can click? Oh, here we go. Okay. Zoom in.
Oh, this is important though. You see, since you're clicked on it, see you have days at sea. That's how many days you can stay out. If you run out, you start to lose stuff, and you can also get hit by bad weather. Also, steamships need coal for fuel, so you have to send them that blue radius around it. Is your supply, so you can either send them back to port or around there, and they'll start to gain supply.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Like this one here doesn't seem to have any ammo, provisions, or fuel, whereas the home squadron has a bunch of stuff on it. So then let's see here. Okay, so stance and fleet orders, blockade, patrol, and port. Okay, return to port.
Also, river combat is all they have two. Since everything is auto resolved, when you're out at sea, you have it's like battle is in phases. So you have like a certain chance to hit at like long, medium, and short range. All river combat is, I believe, short range.
Okay. I have no idea what Vagon is talking about when he talks about Fort Benning. What does Fort Benning have to do with Australia?
I'm from there, or Columbus.
Oh yeah. I was at. Do you know where Moody Air Force Base is? I was in Valdosta for a couple of years.
Really? I remember. It's so nice to actually like talk fast because I can talk a lot faster than I can type. It's like.
Oh, unless you're Vagon, I'm sure he probably types faster than he talks. He's a little slow. So.
Me, like 1, 2. No, never mind. The conversation's already moved on. Which Cold War museum? You mean the one on Fort Benning? Because I believe they closed that one down. Oh, you're talking about the infantry museum. Yeah, we have like $100 million museum in Columbus. Is the entrance to Fort Benning. It's the National Infantry Museum, and we also have the the Civil War Naval Museum, which is the only naval museum in the United States that has both Union and Confederate stuff.
So I'm gonna try and do like a blockade here to see how that works, really quick. It's another thing too. It seems like I don't know. Is there a way to create fleets?
Yes. I think if you go back to the military tab and go to fleets, you can I can't remember. I know I watched somebody else do it. They're like incredibly expensive. They take a long time to build.
Yeah, no, I meant like the pre-existing fleets. If there's a way to kind of bunch them up, it looks like these are the ones you like already start with. So, I was just thinking it'd be kind of a pain to like have to take individual ships and like bunch them together.
Oh, I think if you see the plus button next to, see where it says Home Squadron Harbor? I think that's how you can build them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Construct new ship under Home Squadron. Yeah. I just want to get these ships together and see what a blockade looks like. I'll go check out Petersburg. I thought you were talking about Vicksburg. Yeah, I've been through Petersburg. It's just like an industrial little small town. There's not much to it. It's like, unless you're like a Civil War fan, you wouldn't even think it was anything of import. Okay, so if I put him here, so okay, this blue circle dictates the blockade. Manage. Okay,
I think forts really do. I mean, I think they tear up your naval, units.
Yeah, well, here's the what the? Oh, is he attacking me up here? That's pretty funny. He's marching on Washington. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone in this fort down here. It's got 91 troops. So, okay, so he's blockading. But how do I know if that's doing anything? Can't really tell. Huh. Okay, well, fine gentlemen. Is there anything else I should look at?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think I know this was like watching someone who, got a few bolts loose trying to figure out the game, but it was interesting. I thought it was insightful.
Yeah, it's going to be cool, and I think we're really trying to work on it fast too. So
yeah, I've been looking forward to this coming out for a while now. That's why I didn't mind dropping the money, even though it's on, the beta version.
I definitely thought it was going to be a little cheaper. I mean, I do kind of think any cheaper is kind of a steal, because if they fix it, but I did think it was going to be like 25 or, for the early access thing. I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
Like $30, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So if you hover over the towns, you can do here, and it'll tell you some info. So, okay. Hey, well, I appreciate you guys hopping on. I didn't really expect anyone to pop on, because I haven't done a stream in quite some time, and it's honestly was kind of a last minute decision, but I appreciate you guys hopping on.
Unless it's like
Happy to be here.
Time, I'm not. I'm here.
Oh, so okay. Here's their ships. Okay. All right. I think it's.
Yeah, we're in lockdown in New Zealand.
Say that again.
We're in lockdown because of coronavirus, so we're all stuck at home here. So I haven't got anything better to do.
Yeah. So I'm in Oklahoma right now because that's where I'm stationed, and they're a little bit more sane about this whole corona thing. You got to wear masks everywhere, but it's kind of it's largely back to normal, which is nice.
Yeah, well, we went back to normal, and then we went back in, and everybody's going crazy here. People are sick of it, sick of being stuck inside.
Yeah, I mean, and you're already on an island, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And we got liquor stores. They were talking about closing them. We threatened with revolt, and we're good. Dude, I couldn't. We couldn't do it here. I mean, they were like, "No, we're closing down schools and everything else," but no, go to the liquor store.
I know it's total insanity, man. Like, I keep joking with people because we have an election on 3 November and 4 November. Suddenly, coronavirus won't exist anymore.
Yeah, our election got delayed, which is the big political drama in New Zealand.
Oh,
What they delayed to?
They delayed it 2 months.
2 months. Well, what did they do?
So,
I mean, did he just get an extra 2 months, or whoever gets?
What is this? Sorry, I mean, so DC, it says here, increase the private income of the citizens by creating new jobs. How do I create new jobs?
Yes, by industrial subsidies.
Because it seemed to be specific to like the city you have it hovered over. So like DC.
I'm sure eventually you will be able to like put money into this, or just straight up build something.
Yeah, because I click it and like it disappears. I don't know if that's like a bug too. No, I'm a Air Force man. I'm not Army. I was smart. I didn't join the Army. Bunch of knuckleheads. That's kind of weird how like you click it and then it disappears. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it's probably a feature they're gonna add in a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think I've kind of beaten a dead horse on this one. So what's this like? I like how I say that and then I get something else and I'm like, ooh, squirrel moment.
I was just thinking, couldn't find the workforce. Where to find your work? Yeah, I know there's like a map mode, but I could not find that. I don't know if you know where that is.
oh, it's right next to the slavery one you looked at the start of the stream.
I didn't see that.
Protobro can show you.
Yeah, man, totally happy to show you. Been pretty excited to dive in and get into it. Sorry, what were we saying, Cass?
You know, at the start of the game when you were looking at the map modes, you looked at territorial control and it highlighted where slavery was and intelligence.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, well, just on that list.
Kraken. Okay, so that was I totally know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to think. Map information? Oh, here we go. This up here? No. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Like right when I was like, okay, I'm all done with the stream, I find a new tab of things. I think I found these before, but okay. Map. Okay, so that's that. Whoa, that was intense. Oh, so that's how you get the music to play. Apparently, you just hit the compass. I don't remember where I found that now, to be honest with you.
Music. Zoom out all the way. If you zoom in, zoom out.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. This right here. Sorry. Okay, it's like I was looking straight at it. So like slavery, workforce, boom. So that's how you kind of cripple the economy of your opponent if you look at the workforce and kind of go for that. Although I don't know how helpful this is because like you click workforce and it's like looks like the I don't know, like the zombie apocalypse is hit North America, or this is like COVID 1861.
COVID chickenpox.
Yeah, here you go. This sums up 2020 right here.
I was watching it. Y'all remember Jib Jab? Old political cartoon stuff they used to make. It's like one of the first videos. I mean, early YouTube. You should look up Jib Jab. It's really funny.
Jib Jab. I'm not familiar with that. Huh. Okay. Well, like I said, I will keep a close look. And hey, if there's ever any other games you guys are interested in that you want to jump on and go over or whatever, let me know. And Um, but trying to think of a way logistically to if you guys ever have anything that you want to like push out there, use our channel to push it. I think that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know logistically how we would do that. But maybe I guess I would send you our stream key and you'd use that. I don't know. Just thought.
I don't even. Those are foreign words to me. I don't even know. I mean, it took me a minute to get the your.
It took me 20 minutes to get on this Discord, dude.
All you do is click a link, man.
Man, I'm from.
I made an account during this stream.
Now, I would tell you that the Dagon is prohibited from making anything because he'll probably end up in jail based on the kind of content that he'd probably put out there. So I'm protecting him by not allowing him to produce anything on YouTube.
No, I don't know. I'll be thinking about it. That's a good idea. And I'll definitely catch you next stream or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it a little more regular. At least in the
or
weekends
whenever, yeah.
stream, and then I've been like I'm that AGOD game. We're actually like in like mid to late 64, and I'm actually not to brag, but I'm actually doing pretty well. But I had some issues with the uploads, so that's why it took me some time to kind of get back up. But I'll start throwing those things up there. But I'm trying not to do too much freaking Civil War, which is ironic because I'm doing a stream on Civil War right now. But I'm just having a tough time finding something else that I'm really into. Maybe that Hearts of Iron one. I might jump back in that one. That was pretty cool. But
well, I mean, I don't know who do you like to play on Hearts of Iron on Black Ice?
Oh, geez, man! I played Japan, which I actually found to be a little easy if you can take China out. I played the Brits, which was pretty challenging, especially if you play Black Ice on hard, because you get like mid-war and it just gets crazy with the amount of stuff that's going on. I've been debating I might actually play Russia, because that's a pretty daunting. There's an absolute crap ton that happens as Russia if you're playing it on hard. That's the reason. That's what I was saying. Like I was bitching about 4 because 3. I found with 3, it's probably one of the closest World War II games that no kidding thrusts upon you the just absolute sheer gravity of resources, manpower, production, everything that happened in World War II. You know. Whereas I just don't feel like Hearts of Iron 4 really captures it. I feel like it's kind of more like Europa 4, but in World War II.
I watch some guys on Twitch, and they play modded Hearts of Iron 4, but like a multiplayer with like 15 guys. They're all different countries, and it's actually pretty unreal how close it can get to realistic with all the countries doing, not dumb AI stuff and really going for the win. And you actually get pretty close to the numbers, millions and millions of people, dead. And you're like, it's wild and crazy to think.
Do you know what mod they're using?
One of them, I mean, sometimes they go back and forth. I think one of them is Total War. But like I said, it's really has to be like multiplayer because like the AI wouldn't know what to do, I guess I watch Bo Cohen and a guy named Dankus, but I mean sometimes they play, pretty cool, interesting games.
Yeah, I like Historical Gamer. I used to watch Arumba pretty frequently because he does like a lot of CK2 and stuff.
I used to watch him back when he was with Lambert and oh god, who else was it? Playing those competitive EU4 games.
Yeah.
For fun.
That's the only thing with the Hearts of Iron 3. I would love to play that multiplayer, but with the Black Ice mod, it's never been quite a stable mod. So you really kind of have to play like save religiously, and it makes it pretty difficult to play multiplayer in that one.
There is a guy. What's his name? Gamer 1745. He played that game religiously, just all the time. But I mean, after like episode 200, he just would talk about the history, which is cool. But when he would make an hour-long video and it would be like 10 minutes worth of gameplay, you're like,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I've wasted my life.
Hey, look, this is pretty cool. Okay, so this is that battle we had. So I was hoping they would do this because I want to say some Total War games have done this, and I always thought that was pretty cool. Is that as you play through, it'll mark like major battles. That's cool. I like that. I mean, they definitely put a lot of thought in this game, so I think it's got a lot of potential. Tactics. What are you talking about? Jackson in Ultimate General Civil War launches a counterattack. I'm not getting that reference. Which, that's another thing too, man. I was gonna do an Ultimate General Civil War playthrough, but then I was like, I've done so many Civil War games that like, I feel like I need to get away from it a little bit. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah.
Like Victoria games or any of that kind of
Victoria's
stuff.
tough, man. Those I tried to learn those, and I don't know if I'm just not smart enough for them or I just lost interest, but I could never quite wrap my brain around those.
Yeah. So I was thinking something kind of, it's not Civil War, but something kind of strategy and history and.
Hey, can you just check something? I'm curious now. If you click on the units who just fought that battle,
Yeah.
and then you click on their unit history, I wonder if it'll show the battle.
So Battle Manasseh, so that was McDowell. He's up here. Then I want to go up. Is there a way to look at his history from here, or do I have to actually go into the...
If you click on him and then you go to your military tab.
Okay. So I do have to go up there, huh?
Yeah.
History. Nope, so that's a bug too. That should be in here.
Right. That'll be cool when it works, when you're a couple hours in and you can check stuff from right at the start.
Yeah, he got looks like almost a quarter experience from that battle as an army command. Now I don't know if it's different for your divisions.
Our men got obliterated. I learned something.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. Disabled, I'm assuming, just means wounded. But
Yes. Also, your units where the perk, if you click a unit or like a brigade, and even the divisions will get perks eventually, but there's like a small little sliver of like a red, it's like an hourglass, and so when that gets full, you'll be able to pick a trait, like a little perk, like a sharpshooters or engineers and things like that.
where are you seeing that?
I don't see it there, but I know it's.
Oh, that's interesting. Your fame can go up as a general. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think all your stats, also your like I'm just using this as an example, like Robert E. Lee, like the things that he is really good at will actually start to trickle down, and his officers under him will start to be better at whatever he's good at.
Yeah. Hey, so Tactics, this was the army that I just went through and did a battle to see what it looked like, and we won't go over my leadership style, but these are the different. So you got the 3 divisions here, and then you got your brigades underneath it, And so there's several of these kind of armies that are throughout the north, which I found if you scroll out to the strategic map, they are reflected by your little U.S. flags. Those are the different units that are out there. So Patterson, for example, which is what does his look like? He's got looks like 2 divisions with four brigade. But yeah, what we're trying to figure out is when you click the brigade, where is that experience perk, which it looks like it's just specific to the army. But so you're saying the brigade can actually also get its own individual perk for experience?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I wasn't really.
Oh, no, it's fine. So I was asking, so for your brigade, you were saying the brigade can kind of independently and separately get its own experience and then perks?
Yes, I believe that. I can't remember. Somebody else said it. Each brigade can get 1 perk. I think a division can get 2. And I can't remember if an army can only get 2 or 1 or 3. I'm not sure. But also, they will level up that
I found
perk.
it. Here it is. Okay, so I clicked on Keys, his brigade, and his little perk thing is different than the overall army perk. So, because McDowell's wasn't even a quarter.
Sorry, I'm on that for a second.
No, it's fine. So I clicked the perk for Keys, and now we can pick one. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, here's your sharpshooters one you're talking about. Zuov.
It's like devastating volley.
Ooh, that one sounds exciting. Where's that one at? Yeah, deadly volley.
Firing squad.
So let's do that. Now, before I do this, it doesn't look like there's anywhere on this that kind of shows you the overall effectiveness of your brigade. So I just wanted to see if there's a way to compare with it. Okay, let's see. So let's do deadly volley. So I chose that. And can they only have 1?
Those units can have 1, but it can upgrade, so it will start to fill up. And then deadly volley 1. So yeah.
So and then does that stack with like your division perk?
I think so, but I think your division perks are different, but they give you different bonuses. I know, like cavalry have different perks, and so does artillery.
Yeah. It looks like you just get them through battle. Huh. Okay, cool. And then I wonder if your fleets. I wonder if they have. Yeah, they got perks too.
I think you can actually, I think I saw this in another video, you can actually give units perks in battle.
Really? You'd be really on top of that.
So if your unit gets enough experience while it's fighting, you can give it a perk during the battle.
Oh, okay.
The battles they have like phases, they last like 3 days or so. I think maybe between days you can change the perks.
Unless you're me and you just lose it in like 2 hours.
Yeah, unless you get straight down the cleavage. Yeah.
Now, see, it's saying here auto-manage finances, which seems to imply that I can do something on the screen. Oh, here we go. So funding. Looks like you can mess with this. I'm under the finance tab up here. Now, I wonder how you impose... Okay, so... Oh, and then here, it looks like... Can I... Doesn't look like I can add or subtract on this one. As far as speed, man, it's pretty slow. I feel arguably it's too slow, but... I mean, like, let's, like, take... Butler and say we're going to move him this way. and just do it regular time. So we're gonna do. I did not want to do that. Retreat, especially because it's Butler and he's an idiot. So this is regular time right here. Which is
like I said, I got to go to bed. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, man, I'm about done anyway. So.
All right, well, hey, it was really cool talking to you. And yeah.
No, hey, well, I appreciate you popping in, man. This made it far more interesting for me, and I just do this to hang out with you guys. So I appreciate the company. Thank you.
Oh wait, one last thing I want to say before I go. In your other Civil War, in your AGI,
yeah.
Like I said before, I don't care if you lose as the Confederacy. Just don't let Columbus burn.
I'm holding steady. Actually, I'm doing pretty well. After I killed Grant, it kind of screwed up his whole strategy. Like he's having trouble moving guys because his army commander is such garbage.
I remember that.
He's getting pretty frustrated, actually. Which is good because he's always talking crap. Because the last time I played, I actually lost as a Union because I screwed up, and so he won't let me forget that. But yeah, I'm about done. I'm just gonna explore this little finance tab and then get off. So.
All right. See ya.
Yeah, sleep tight, man. Enjoy work tomorrow.
I don't think anyone enjoys that.
So okay, so it looks like you can click these, but the only ones you can actually manipulate are the funding at the moment. So okay, so there's that. This makes sense. You can't manipulate this because this is probably overall statistics. But I'm wondering if here you could probably manipulate these once they.
Maybe you have to change policies.
Yeah, that's probably how you do it. I think you're right.
There's probably a policy that brings in the income tax or something like that.
Right. Do you know? Okay, so there's blue and there's red lines. Is that indicative of anything, or is that just for aesthetic?
I have no idea.
All right. This is like big freaking. I actually wish this window was bigger because I would like to make this window larger.
Yeah, or if you could extend it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to try and pull it down, but.
I wonder when you see how it's organized in chapters. Sorry, I got that 4-second lag, but
yeah,
the policies are sort of compartmentalized into chapters, which I assume unlock with time. So if you unlock chapter 2, are you still stuck at 8 policies? Do you lose all the chapter 1 policies, or do you upgrade them? Well, I guess we'll find out when you play more. But
that's a good question. Yeah. Looks like maybe you can't get the Militia Act 3 until you've been in the game for 24. Oh, that's right. Okay, you get volunteers for 24 months. Okay. I do think you're right though. I think when we researched the Militia Act 1, that's what triggered the war. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's what Lawson said. Yeah.
Yeah. So strategically for the Union, it probably makes sense to wait on that.
I think I read somewhere that as the Union, you trigger the war with the Militia Act, and as the Confederates, you have an option to fire on Fort Sumter, and that triggers the war if you're playing as the Confederates.
Gotcha. Well, what
I'm not sure,
because I'm looking at here, so we got the Tariff Act, and we're working on printing notes. What I would like to see is if we take off the government funding 1, so we can have 7 out of 8 policies. If that causes us to lose basically everything below, like is it a condition precedent to have the government funding in order to have the other ones?
Oh, you mean to advance down the lines?
Yeah, I wonder because you're right. I mean, if you can only have 8, and we get into like chapter 2, obviously there's only so far you can go down before you run out of policy options. It has to expand. I bet you probably what it is they're probably saying, there's say 12 options here. You can only have 8 of them in chapter 1, and then once you evolve into chapter 2, then you probably get another like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, and then you stack them down the tree.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's probably
basically a technology tree, kind of like in terms of the way it functions. Is you sort of stack your perks that you get from the policies.
I think they're sieging DC.
What?
I'm like
Union.
Buchanan 2.0. That's what I feel like right now. I'm just like, you know what? Take the North. That's fine.
Is the war in 9 days?
I don't want 700,000 people to die, so just take it. Just take DC. All right, I think I've exhausted everything in this one. So, all right, cool. Well, this was fun. I'm glad I did this. I was tired and I didn't know if I wanted to get on and do this, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, exactly. 2-month war. Vote for me. Second term.
Man, it was cool to talk to you. Thanks for letting us talk. This was real good.
Yeah, man.
Enjoyed
Whenever
this.
I stream, I'll set this up so you guys can hop in if you want, because it's a good discussion. And you have a beautiful country. I love New Zealand, and everybody there is just absolutely wonderful. So I was very happy to get to visit. So
Thank you very much.
yeah, man.
I was supposed to be heading over to the States this year, but now I've had to delay it with all this coronavirus shit. So hopefully next year I'll be around those parts.
So what's challenging about visiting the States is that because the country is so big,
Yeah.
trying to make the most of the visit. If you're gonna, is this your first time to the U.S.?
Yeah, I haven't been before. Yeah, I know what you mean. You got to really lower your expectations in what you can see. Thanks, Dagon. Yeah, don't call me Australian, please.
Yeah, well, hey, feel free to hit me up either in here or email me or something if you end up locking down plans to come out here. I can give you some ideas of where to go. I think I've probably been to like 30 something states by now. So
Right. No, I will do. I'm sure we'll stay in touch in the comments and through your videos and stuff. I'm supposed to go to North Carolina because I got some kin and Raleigh. So I was sort of
North
thinking.
Carolina's beautiful.
Yeah, so I was thinking I'll probably spend most of my time there and maybe up and down the eastern seaboard or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of history up in New England, Boston, Massachusetts area. DC is obviously wonderful to see. A lot of the museums there are free, so you don't have to break the bank checking out a bunch of stuff. But I'm trying to remember the name of the mountains that are there in North Carolina, but they're beautiful. So I don't know if you're into hiking or anything, but there's like cabins and
mate.
hiking trails and stuff up there.
Other than people from the capital city, you'll struggle to find a New Zealander that doesn't like going out into the bush.
Yeah, although it sounds like if you're meeting up with people out there, they'll have some good ideas of things to see and do. So
yeah, exactly. But I also, whenever I go visit someone, I like to drive off on my own a bit.
Very cool, man.
Florida,
Good talking to you.
Dagon, keeping me safe.
All right. I'll
Anyway,
see you guys.
thanks for doing this, mate. I'll love you and leave you. Let you go to bed and look forward to the next video.
All right, man. Cool. I'll take care.
Okay.